Corporate stories. Joining us today is Cora Guidote, the SVP for Investor Relations of SM Investments. First off, SM added 12% more cinemas in 2015, and film festival ticket sales seems to be good towards the end of the year. How will this figure in the company's gross revenues? And in general, how do you see growth in the fourth quarter? So, Cora, forecast for SMIC was for revenue to grow to 300 billion for 2015 with almost 30 billion in net income. Did we meet this for the fourth quarter?
Well, we can't really say yet because the results haven't come out. But I think the fourth quarter was relatively strong for the economy. Consumer spending was good. Oil prices are down. So I think consumer power is actually, good to support the retail business and even property. So, yeah.
Moving forward to 2016, we were also very bullish about 2016. Based on the forecast on the Bloomberg terminal, you're looking at 330 billion in revenue for 2016. Are you still that optimistic now?
Well, I don't know. Those are estimates of analysts, no. But we're always quite optimistic about the Philippines because the economy is fairly sound. The fundamentals are strong. So there's no reason for us to actually slow down our expansion programs.
So for other than the 330 billion from the analyst, would you have your own forecast for SMIC?
Normally we don't give our forecasts, but we look at the historical performance, and usually we grow between 12 and 14%. So there's no indication at the moment that we won't be able to achieve.
To meet that as well. Yeah. China is not worrying you?
Well, it's only 2% of our net income. So, and our malls are actually doing very well in China. In fact, they're doing better than the Philippine malls.
But, but in terms of the expansion, you were looking at spending 15 billion in new malls in China in 2016. Is that still a go?
Yeah, I don't see any slowdown in the investments in China. But we're investing more in the Philippines.
More now in the Philippines than in China?
It has always been that case.
In China, it was also mentioned that the focus would be on second-tier cities. Would that still be the focus?
Yes.
And not really going to play with the big boys?
No, although this year we're opening a very big mall in China, in Tianjin. But that's more because it was led by the central government of China. We're opening a mall there that's about 540,000 square meters, and that will be a landmark project for us in China.
Philippines, China, and then where else? It was mentioned that you're looking at the ASEAN, so do you have specific countries already in mind for that?
No, not really. We're still very focused on the Philippines and China because this is where a lot of opportunities are present. And at this point, we would like to really consolidate our resources so that they become more optimal. So we don't want to spread our wings too thinly.
In 2015, the capex was lowered because there were no acquisitions in China. Are you still looking at more acquisitions in China this year, in 2016?
Yeah, we're always on the lookout for opportunities. The expansion program in China will continue. It will not be as fast as our pace in the Philippines, but China for us will continue to present very good opportunities, especially in the second and third tier cities.
We have a pie chart breaking down the net income of SMIC, and looking at that in 2014, more than half was really brought about by the property segment. Mm-hmm. Do you see that continuing in 2016? Are you still bullish about the property sector?
We've been pouring a lot of resources in property because that's where the new opportunities are presenting themselves, and we expect property to continue growing for us. There are new sectors that are emerging, like the residential business, the commercial business. What I'm saying is the office commercial. And we're also now doing more lifestyle city developments, like the one in Cebu, which we just launched. The mall is just one aspect of that. We're developing an area there that's more like Mall of Asia complex, because we have like a 30-hectare property in Seaside, Cebu.
SM is also part of a joint venture together with Aboitiz Ayala Mega World for the Laguna Lakeshore project, PPP. Any more PPP projects you have your eyes on?
Well, not in the near term, because with the elections coming up, I think the PPP bids will be, or the bidding will kind of slow down. So I don't know of any plans at the moment.
All right. Thank you very much, Cora, for joining us.
Thank you, Jane.